Hey, what's up guys? Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another episode of Inside DB Rated. This is a dual commentary series where we go ahead and spectate random matches on DB's ladder and just check out what people are playing. So this is going to be a match featuring Graboid Fan 31 on Chaos Thunder Dragon versus Blue Bullet 87 on Spellbooks. And I actually wasn't originally going to be featuring this matchup because Spellbooks are a little bit off the radar, or so I thought. But Spellbook.matica, I do believe, won the Card Brawlers tournament a couple of days ago, so that's pretty interesting. We will, I guess, find out if this is playing Dogmaticas because I have not actually watched this replay yet. So we'll go ahead and find that out together. But, well, actually, you'll find out by the title if there are Dogmatica cards or not. But let's go ahead and get started without any further ado. So we're going to be seeing Spellbook winning the RPS here. And also, if you guys do want to submit either your own or somebody else's replays to submit for this series, definitely go ahead and check out my Discord link in the description so you can go ahead and look at the channel or look for the channel there where I have a dedicated place to send your guys' replays and if you are interested. But the opening hand for Spellbook is going to be Master, Judgment, Blue Boy, Fate, and Extravagance. So this is interesting. I'm not sure if this means that he's not playing Dogmaticas, but I guess he could just be playing a bunch of like Entices and Titaniclads and such. So that's fair. But this hand looks pretty good. I can't really comment on how a Spellbook list is supposed to look like in 2021. But I mean, Blue Boy plus a couple of Spellbooks looks decent enough, right? And then the Chaos Thunder hand is going to be double Valkyria, Quick Launch, Thunder Dragon Hawk, and Chaos Creators. So this hand is not great. You only really have one play in Quick Launch, but it does get you to the Chaos Ruler, which is a pretty insane card. And one of my favorites to not really see a ton of play right now. Gonna go to main phase 1, activate Extravagance, banish 6 to draw a life, and summon limit. This is pretty interesting. So let's see what's banished. So it's gonna be Crowley, Entis, Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon, Celine, Exterior. Okay, so he's playing Awaken the Dragon for sure. And then Thousand Eyes Restrict, so he's on Instant Fusion too. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, now he's on a Floodgate, so that's quite nice. Blue Boy going to be normal summon. That's going to search for a copy of Secrets. And activate Secrets, it's going to grab a copy of Spellbook Star Hall. So this one holds counters whenever you activate Spellbook spell card. And then it boosts your spellcasters by 100 attack per counter. And then also floats on Destruction by adding a spellcaster monster from your deck to your hand whose level is equal to or less than the number of spell counters that are on this card. And this does trigger when it's destroyed by your own effects. So I guess you could like combo it with Dogmatica Punishment if you wanted to or something. Like you can Entis pop your own stuff. That's all pretty interesting. But yeah, Star Hall gonna be the choice here. Gonna activate it and then go for the Master. That's gonna reveal life because he controls the Blue Boy. And then that's going to copy the Secrets to add a copy of the Spellbook Tower. So this allows you to recycle Spellbook spell cards and then draw a card if you have a spellcaster on your field or in your graveyard. And then basically you can float on Destruction if it's destroyed by your opponent's card, but that usually doesn't come up. And then he's going to just set a couple of cards and pass. He has a life, or not life, sorry, Fate, but only 2 in graveyard. So the most he can do is like Book of Moon his own Magician of Prophecy, which is a pretty common play in this deck as far as I could tell. Or as far as I know, rather. But yeah, no interruption as far as the non-targeting banish is concerned. Gonna pass turn, and then he's gonna draw. Geez, the 3rd copy of Valkyria. That is not good. He only has one play, and it's got to get him there. Going to activate a copy of Quick Launch. That's going to summon a copy of Rocket Tracer from deck. This is the 1-card Chaos Ruler here. Going to turn that into a Striker Dragon, which is going to search for a copy of Boot Sector Launch. Striker Dragon is next going to target itself and the Rocket Tracer to destroy itself and then add the Tracer back to the hand. And then Boot Sector is going to be used, but that's going to be met with Summon Limit. So that is going to just effectively shut down this whole entire hand, which wasn't really doing a whole lot to begin with, to be fair. But that's just going to be a pass right here. For turn, he's going to draw Mirror Force, OG Mirror Force even. That's pretty interesting. I mean, we do see some Quaking and Storming running around here and there, but interesting to see the OG Mirror Force. I wonder why he's picking this over the other ones. But yeah, he is in a pretty decent spot right now. Gonna activate a copy of Spellbook of Fate. That's gonna banish you to book down his own Magician of Prophecy. Then he's gonna flip it up to search for a copy of Spellbook of Eternity, which adds banished Spellbook cards to hand. So he's gonna activate it and then add back Master. And then Master gonna reveal the life, and then that's gonna add back the Secrets that is banished. Then you can activate the Secrets. That's going to search for another copy of Blue Boy. And then going to go for Blue Boy normal summon. That's going to search for a copy of Knowledge. Then he's going to Knowledge, send away the life to draw Jowgen and Fate. He actually wouldn't have ended on Fate if he didn't draw it. So that's kind of interesting. But I mean, he had like Summon Limit and Judgment, which is like quite strong. And this could come in handy later too. Battle Phase is going to attack for 1200, right? And then another 12, so it should be 24. And then going to main phase 2, set Mirror Force and Spellbook of Fate and pass. He didn't use the Spellbook Tower in the standby, but I think he only had 2 in grave. So he wanted to use the Fate to like Book of Moon to get his Engine rerolling again, which makes sense, so that's fair. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Thunder Dragon Matrix. This is not helping out right here. I'm not really sure how he can out the summon moment. I just think he can't. Boot Sector launch, going to summon the Tracer out of hand, and then Chaos Valkyria going to summon herself, banishing the Striker Dragon. And Battle Phase, going to attack into the Blue Boy. Going to use the Fate in response. Oh, it's banish 3, and banish the Valkyria. Huh. Since Valkyria now does actually get to trigger, which can send a Thunder Dragon. I mean, it's going to be tough to still play under Summon Limit, but that seems like an odd choice to me. I feel like maybe just take that attack, but like maybe you can Fate Book of Moon your own Blue Boy and get another search. I feel like that would have been reasonable too. But again, I'm not an expert on this deck by any means, so you guys can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Because I did not play the game when this deck was meta, and I have not seen this deck really much at all. So I can't really comment on how optimal these plays are. Valkyria is going to send a copy of Dragon Roar to Graveyard, and he's going to pass from there. For turn, we're going to see another Extravagance. That's really good. Standby phase, we're going to see the Spellbook Tower. That's going to recycle one of the Fates, and then draw Judgment. And from here, yeah, Spellbook is so far ahead. Going to bash 6 off Extravagance and draw TT and Ice Dragons. That is insane. Very, very strong draws. Bash with Celine, Crowley, Winda. Ooh, Winda and a life combined. That's interesting. Crowley, another Celine, and a Restrict. So I think he's on 3 Celine. Interesting. Yeah, like you can like Instant Fusion out Winda, and you can like just life bring this back, right? Or like bring the Winda back, rather. Right, I'm just like trying to think about like the combos there, because again, I'm not really familiar with the stuff in this deck, so I have to do a lot more thinking than normal. Gonna normal summon a copy of Jowgen. And then Jowgen effect, that's gonna randomly discard the Torrential. It was picked up by his opponent. And then pop the Tracer. Gonna go to battle phase and attack for 1000 and then 26. This deck is really slow at applying damage, but it gets there eventually. Gonna pass, and for turn we're gonna see another Tracer. This is just not gonna be enough here, I don't think. Normal summon Tracer, and go to battle phase to attack over the Jowgen. Yeah, like, even though he got the Roaring Grave last turn, he can't summon like Valkyria or anything because of the Jowgen here. He's gonna try and beat over it, but that's gonna get Mirror Forced. Gotta protect Jowgen somehow. I mean, that's fair enough if you don't have Fate. And from there, he's just gonna scoop. So that's gonna be Spellbook's taking game 1. Pretty interesting. Spellbook is probably just like a really, really stun-oriented deck right now. Like, honestly, it was the Floodgate Summon Limit that got him there more than anything else. But moving to game 2, we're going to be seeing the Thunder Chaos deck go first. If you guys are enjoying this commentary, definitely be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here and want to see more commentary similar to this style. But the opener for Thunder Chaos is going to be double Cyclone, Tracer, Roar, and Magna. I do wonder what other level 4 targets he's playing, if any. I would imagine you're still playing like Recharger, but we'll have to see. This hand is also kind of reliant on Tracer. And then for the Spellbook hand, it's going to be Eternity, Double Strike, Extravagance, and Tower. So no starters right now. I need a drink of water real bad. My mouth is super dry. Give me a second. Alright, that was very much needed. Yeah, this hand's going to have to rely on the draws here for turn and off Extravagance. Main phase 1, going to normal summon a copy of the Magna, and then go into Striker. Striker effect is going to add a copy of Boot Sector. And then he's going to use Striker's effect to add back the Magna by destroying itself. Then he's going to use the Boot Sector. That's going to summon out the Magna and the Tracer from out of hand. And then he's going to not use the Tracer. Doesn't want a Dark Lock yet, I do believe. And keeping this up is quite nice. Going to summon the Chaos Ruler. That effect is going to mill 5 and hit literally nothing. My god, that was 4 spells and a droll. Huh, that is not what you want to see. He's also on multiple fusions, which is pretty interesting. I guess these are live for next turn, which isn't horrible. He's going to go for a Roar, and that's going to add back a fusion. I guess to put it in grave in the event he ever gets to light. I mean, this could also banish from hand. I think a lot of people forget that. For its graveyard effect. From your hand and or grave. But maybe he just wants this fusion, although I'm not quite sure why, because he's far away from getting any thunders. But I guess it's more efficient to perhaps go for the banish that way. Kind of hard to say. Going to just set double cosmic and pass. For turn, he's going to draw a copy of Magician of Prophecy. That is a fantastic draw. He's going to main phase 1, add 3 Extravagance. It's going to banish 6 to draw Pav Duality and Nibiru. It's going to be Last Warrior, so more Waking the Dragon stuff. Not a whole lot. I imagine he's just on like things that he doesn't care about. So I feel like there's just no Dogmaticus here, because we haven't seen Titaniclad off of a single Extravagance banish. Again, no summon the Blue Boy, add a copy of Secrets. Secret's going to search a Master, and then you can activate Master, that's going to reveal the tower, and then grab a copy of Fate. And then Duality going to be used next, that's going to reveal 3, and then add Extravagance. You already had a Fate, so I guess it's fair. And then going to activate the tower, set a couple cards, and then end phase, we're going to see Cyclone, that's going to blind hit here. Going to be going for the strike, and then the other one's going to be flipped. And what is that snipe? That is the other strike, I think. Yeah, so double cosmic trading for double strike. That's kind of funny. For turn, we're going to see a top deck quick launch. So he has quite a lot of plays here. I guess actually pitching the Roar makes sense because I think he wanted to plan on using fusion here. That can like search for Hawk, and then Hawk can summon back the Roar, and then he can like link away. And that puts Hawk in grave, so he can like summon this back. Yeah, he has a lot of options right now. He knows about Fate, but he also knows that there's only 2 spellbooks right now. So the worst is that he gets Book of Moon, which I guess Book of Moon could hurt on like the Roar summon, but we'll see. He also has Quick Launch too. So he's going to activate Quick Launch here. That's going to summon a copy of Tracer here. Then he's going to link summon a copy of Heretic Seal. Interesting. So I guess his plays are on Nibiru, because he's going to try and combo off here, right? Makes sense. End of main. Just gonna pass? Huh. I feel like there was a different play here for sure, right? It's just on the last turn, right? So, yeah, fusion, add Hawk, and then pitch to grab Roar, right? I feel like there's definitely a different line for sure. You can like summon Roar, put Hawk in grave. You can like go for Chaos Ruler again, go for another link play. Could have also gone for like Phoenix to hit the back row. I don't know, I feel like there was a lot of value that could have been had there, but we're just going to see a pass. So for turn, we're going to see a Spellbook of Knowledge drawn for turn. That's not bad, but it conflicts with Extravagance here. Samurai phase is going to use the tower. That's going to recycle Master and then draw Ash. And then we're going to see Extravagance in main phase 1, banish 6 more. That's going to add, or search. Not add or search. He's going to draw a copy of Fate and Mirror Force. Let's see what is banished off this Extrav here. So restrict, Entis, Selene, Winda. Okay, literally nothing new. Okay, so I think we have a pretty good understanding of what this extra deck looks like by now. Gonna go to battle phase and then gonna force a seal. Yeah, so Seal's just gonna bounce his own Brute Sector for sure. Wait, he bounced back the Prophecy. Wait, the Blue Boy. Okay, alright. I'm not sure about the Thunder Dragon Fusion play, but I feel like that play definitely was questionable, right? Because you just put the Blue Boy back in hand, you can just normal summon it now. I mean, granted, he probably could have like faded anyways to flip it down and then flip it back up, but now he just doesn't have to use his Fate. Oh wait, no, he didn't even have enough spellbooks in graveyard. Never mind, because he recycled with the tower. He put back a Master, right? So yeah. Ooh, I think that might be game losing here, because he has so many cards now. Look at this. Yeah, the Brute Sector was a free add back. But we're gonna see Sphere's trigger that gets ashed. And then he's gonna just normal summon the Blue Boy. And get a free search for a copy of Master. And then Master going to reveal the knowledge. That's going to copy the secrets to add Star Hall. And he's going to activate Star Hall, set Mirror Force, set Fate, and Pat. Wait, this is also kind of weird, right? Because the Spellbook player doesn't have 3 spells in grave. Again, for the Fate. Couldn't he have just, like, knowledged away the Eternity? I feel like I'm just missing a lot here. Like, I'm just kind of confused. Again, like, maybe I'm just missing some things that are really obvious. That happens quite regularly, so I don't want to, like, jump to conclusions, but I don't know. I feel like this, like, the Fate not being live for a banish, it makes it so, like, your opponent has to play into Nibiru or Mirror Force, and, like, neither of those are guaranteed, whereas this is, like, a very, very reliable disruption. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Thunder Dragon Dark, not Hawk. But now there's a Light Engrave actually for this Chaos Ruler, because this wasn't there last turn. But I mean, it could have been with like the Hawk play, right? So we'll see how this ends up panning out. He's gonna banish a Light and a Dark for Chaos Ruler, and then Thunder Dragon Dark is gonna, or Thunder Dragon Roar is gonna trigger. I'm getting all my names wrong. Summoning out Matrix, and then Matrix is gonna turn into a Link Rebo. That triggers the Matrix to search for another Matrix. And then we're gonna see a Banish of Fusion. Alright, so remember this turn at least. That's going to search for OG Thunder Dragon. This play also worked, right? You could have... Well, it would have been different because last turn you had no way of really reliably getting this. We could have done it differently last turn if we wanted to go for a specific Titan play, which is fair. But he's doing that now, so... Thunder Dragon going to add Thunder Dragon. And then going to activate Fusion. He has Matrix, OG, and the Roar. Yeah, so he's going to shovel those back. And then summon a copy of Titan. And then Thunder Dragon going to be used. And then he's going to chain the Fate to chain block. That's fair. So he's going to be banishing 2. That is going to probably book... well, I guess he has to book the Titan. But I mean, it doesn't target, so... we'll see what the response is. Because now Grabblade has to think. Yeah, he's going to use the Titan as well. Or sorry, the Roar as well to chain for Titan. He didn't use the Dark this turn, right? No, he drew it for turn. Yeah. So, yeah, like, since this doesn't target, like, you have to get value out of it while you still can. So, I definitely think this is fine. So he's going to chain Titan. So it's going to be Thunder Dragon, chilling 1, Fate chilling 2, Titan chilling 3, or, Jesus, no. It's going to be OG chilling 1, Fate chilling 2, Dark chilling 3, and then Titan chilling 4. There we go. Neither of these target, actually, the Titan or the Fate. Wait, he's going to try and use Matrix. That can't be used because that was added, right, off the other Matrix. You can't use both effects. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh, are neither of them catching it? That could matter. Some resolution, he's going to pop both the back row. You know, that could have mattered if the Mirror Force actually was still in the field. Definitely could have mattered. Dark is going to be added off Dark. And then he's going to book with Fate there for the Titan. Yeah, this should not have been activatable. I think a lot of mistakes coming in this game. On both sides, I feel. This is pretty interesting. Thunder Dragon going to be added. Yeah, resolving the OG Thunder Dragon there. Okay, I'm just trying to process this game state because like a lot just happened right there. Gonna enter battle phase and attack over the blue boy. And then attack with Link Rebo. And then main phase 2, gonna pass. We're gonna see another Mirror Force drawn for turn. Samurai phase, the Spellbook Tower is gonna be used. That's gonna recycle the Fate and then draw a copy of Secrets. Knowledge is going to come down. That's going to get rid of the tower to draw Ash and Extravagance. That's a bad draw off the Knowledge there. But he has Secrets, which is fine. Secrets going to search for a copy of the Blue Boy. And a normal summon Blue Boy, use his effect. It's going to add a copy of Fate. Then he's going to use Eternity to add back Master. And then Master is going to reveal Fate. That's going to copy Secrets to add another copy of Tower. He's going to use Fate. It's going to banish 3 and then get rid of the Titan. Battle phase is going to force Link Rebo. And then main phase 2, going to activate the Tower, set Mirror Force, and pass. He could have grabbed another Fate, I think. Maybe he only plays 2. But I mean, that might have been worth considering if that was an option, just because like it's a good interruption here. They don't have to be banished, or they don't have to banish different names for Fate, which is pretty nice. For turn, we're going to see a top decked copy of Roar. So he's in a good position because he has Fusion. Fusion, that's going to be ashed. Shouldn't matter though. Roar going to be using its effect to add back the Fusion that is banished. And then, yeah, it's going to be in the game too. So that was a really wonky one. A lot of really interesting plays happening on both sides. Not really too much else to say there though, so let's go ahead and just move on to game 3. We are going to be seeing the Spellbook player go first. This is a really long video, 21 minutes, jeez. The opener is going to be Master, Summon Limit, Waken the Dragon, Jowgen, and Knowledge. His hand's not great. He's going to have some Knowledge to try and get out of this, because like Jowgen and Summon Limit basically do the same thing at this point. Probably not even worth to summon this thing, to be honest. But he has Waking here. And then the Thunder Chaos hand is Roar, Valkyria, Thunder Dragon, Magna, and Chaos Space. Chaos Space Roar is a really, really good combo. Plus he has Valkyria too. And I imagine he's playing like the Wyver Burster, Collapse Serpent stuff, so this hard hand's pretty nice. The only thing that'd be better if this was, it would be if this was a Tracer or a Quick Launch. Spellbook of Knowledge gonna get rid of the Master to draw Torrential Tribute and Blue Boy. There we go. So he always draws the Blue Boy when he needs to. So that's gonna search for a copy of Secrets. Secrets, add a copy of Spellbook Tower. Why would he add Tower here? Let me think. He had enough for a Fate. Maybe he's just going for the grind game because he's safe under Summon Element and TT, which I guess is reasonable. But if your opponent has like Spell and Trap removal, that definitely sucks. Actually, the funny thing is that like Lightning Storm is awkward against this deck because you just get Jowgen. But I mean, I guess you just summon something and attack over it. But it's kind of an interesting thought. But you're gonna set 2, not setting the TT, so really just relying on Summon with then, because that's the only form of defense here. And it's gonna pass. So we gonna see a top deck Matrix for turn. Chaos Space is gonna pitch the Roar, that's gonna search for a copy of Wyver Burster. And then Wyver Burster gonna banish the Roar, that's gonna trigger the Roar to summon a copy of Dark, and here he's gonna get hit with Summon Limit for sure. Yep, and then Battle Phase is gonna head into the Blue Boy. Main phase 2, end phase, this goes back to hand because of the Roar. Because it does go back to hand in the end phase. Usually doesn't come up, but it can. For turn, oh my god, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Oh, okay. We really out here, huh? Okay, fair enough, I guess. Standby phase, Spellbook Tower is going to recycle something. That's going to recycle Master. And then draw a Spellbook Starhold. This is just not that good. Because this is when it inflicts battle damage, so the monster's still on the field, so like the Wyver Burster won't be in the graveyard by the time this attempts to activate. Normal summon Kaiku. Hopefully they know about that interaction. Oh no. Oh, okay, Wyver effect. That's gonna search for Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Hopefully they don't. Or he doesn't think that the Spanish is here. Okay, good. Alright, because it doesn't. Set TT and then pass. Turn, we're going to see another copy of Dark drawn for turn. Starts to play around or past some moment. It's going to be hard. Main phase 1, going to summon out the Collapse Serpent, bashing the Wyver Burster, and then use... oh yeah, he can't, because of Kaiku, duh. Yeah, I literally can't banish cards from grave. So he's going to normal summon the Magna instead. And then go to battle phase and attack. Yeah, so he's going to go for Collapse Serpent here, and then banish the Wyver Burster, then use Chaos Space to put back the Wyver Burster and draw. Draws Cosmic Cyclone! That is crazy! Oh, that's a game-winning Cosmic right there. Jeez. Thunder Dragon going to send another add another Thunder Dragon, and then that will add the third copy. Cosmic will be banishing the Summon Limit, and then going to summon Valkyria by banishing the Thunder Dragon. Then he's going to go for a Striker Dragon. Striker and Collapse Serpent will trigger to act Brute Sector and Wyver Burster. And then he's going to Link Summon a copy of Verity Anaconda. That gets Torrentialed. Then he's going to banish Collapse Serpent for Wyver Burster. And then Dark to add Dark. And then pass. I guess very normal summon, right? Yeah, there's not a whole lot you could do from that point. Yeah, no Tracer. Let's see. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Solemn Strike. That is not horrible, but he really needs to find like engine cards right now. Spellbook Tower going to Recycle Knowledge. That's going to draw another Jowgen. Not what you want to see here. Normal summon Jowgen. Uses effect that's going to randomly pitch the other Jowgen and then get rid of the Wyver Burster. Battle Phase is going to attack for 200. And then pass. You know what's funny? None of these cards actually answer this right now. For sure we're going to see a Droll and Lockbird be top decked. Jeez. Set Matrix Pass, I guess, right? Yep. For turn we're going to see another Sun Moment. Oh gosh, yeah, so even if he outs this now, Sun Moment is going to still be there. Spellbook Tower going to recycle these secrets now, and that's going to draw a strike, so he's got a lot of defense. Gonna set 2 and pass by switching, and then switch this to defense. Well, now we can tribute summon actually one of these, and then attack over the Jowgen. Tribute summon over the Matrix effect to add another Matrix. And then Battle Phase gonna attack into the Jowgen. I thought he had Mirror Force for some reason, but he didn't. I'm just so used to seeing the Mirror Force. Cosmic Cyclone gonna randomly hit. Oh no, he's gonna hit the tower instead. I guess if he wasn't doing anything this turn, that's fair. For turn, we're going to see a Spellbook of the Master. So he has no Spellcasters. Yeah, he's actually just behind now because he doesn't have like engine cards rolling in. Gonna pass. For turn, we see Quick Launch. Oh, these top decks for Thunder Chaos keep going though. Like these are good top decks. Quick Launch, gonna summon out Tracer. And then going to tribute summon for a copy of the OG Thunder Dragon. I'm going to go to Battle Phase. Going to attack for 16 and 16, so 32. I think he's probably expecting like either Mirror Force or Torrential or some elements, so that's why he went with this approach. He could have done more, but maybe just not playing another target for Tracer, actually. Maybe it's literally just Magna. I like Recharger a lot, though, because it just has a lot of value. For turn, he's going to draw a Blue Boy. Okay, so there's his engine card that he needed. But he's going to fall prey to Droll here. Yeah, Blue Boy going to be normal summon and add a copy of Secrets. On resolution, Droll. That could be Strike, though. Yeah, Strike on the Droll. And then the Secrets is going to add Power. Okay, so still playing the Power. Probably as a one-off. Kind of surprised he did that before using Star Hall. Because that could just make this big enough to beat over the Thunder Dragon, right? So it's going to gain, and then we're going to see the Master. That's going to copy Power, I guess. You could have done this different, right? Could have been like... Oh, no, because you need to reveal a Spellbook in hand, right? For Master. Alright, never mind. Because I was thinking, like, maybe you could, like, activate this and then do Power, and then, like, do Master to, like, copy Secrets. But no, you need a Havoc target for reveal. That's why I didn't do it that way. Yeah, fair enough. Definitely fair. Battle Phase is going to attack into the Thunder Dragon. That's going to deal 900 and then add a copy of Eternity. And Fate. Right, because it was double power that was used, right. Activate Star Hall, then activate Eternity. That's going to add back the Spellbook Tower. It's been, like, I have not really interacted with these cards very much, so I have to, like, think about the interactions here. Spellbook Tower going to be activated next, and then I'm going to set the Fate, and then go to the end phase and pass. Fate lines up really, really poorly against Dark here. I'm going to draw Chaos Space, which is a fantastic... Actually, it's decent. It can add Valkyria, but not the Chaos Dragons. But you can recycle them now, which is decent. Chaos Space, pitch the Dark to add a copy of Valkyria. And then Valkyria going to banish a Dark. That's going to be Striked. And then Dark Effect is going to add Fusion. Fusion going to be recycling the Dark. the OG, and the Roar. And that's going to be game right there. Yeah, because even if he fates, he'll get hit with, well, yeah, if he fates the Titan, wow, I can't even talk right now. If he uses Fate on Titan, then to start attack Silver for 900, and that's game. I guess your only hope would be that like he uses this Matrix and then hits the Waking. But even then, like this would still be here, unless if it was like Last Warrior that you brought out. But I think it was worth sticking around at least to the very end of that, because I mean it was gonna be 2 extra seconds. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting one. Kind of a grind. A couple of awkward plays back and forth, but nonetheless, Spellbook is pretty interesting. I do want to see if more people will pick up the deck now that it has a little bit of traction. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon TCG Player. All the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. I need to take a big sip of water right after this. But see you guys.